Hello, everyone. Oh, the music's gone, hasn't it? Oh, no, it's not. You can hear the music. How's the sound balance? Are you getting music through nicely? I'm very much in ASMR mode tonight because the wee one's asleep behind me. How are you all? It's been ages since we've visited Amphitros, including from me. No music. How's that? Is that a bit better? Louder? Too loud? Not loud enough? Go on. Yes, music. Too loud? Not loud enough? Not too bad? It was a good natter. I enjoyed that natter, yeah. ASMR Gareth is very soothing. Oh, thank you. I have a bit of water so that I can keep this up for the next however long this ends up being. The game's loading. All my various bits and pieces that need to be up are, in theory, up, including me reminding myself of what the hell's going on. What were we up to last time? Golly. A bit quiet. Oh, it needs to be quiet because otherwise it'll get distracting, right? We can adjust the music. I have the sliders. Wait a minute. Is that plugged in? It is. Oh, I don't have backup phase. I don't have extra cam here. Can I quickly scene select and do that? Look, I have the slider. Slider. Now I'm going to go back to... let's go back to an engineer plays. Wait a minute. There we go. That's reasonably slick. It is late night, Gareth. Hello everyone. Hello. It's as ever with Amphitros. It's a relaxed chat. Oh wait, I didn't want to do that. It's a relaxed chat. So just we're here to enjoy some time together. It shouldn't be too intense. The game should be very near to loading. In fact, 97%. My God, it's a big old map, isn't it? What else is going on? Oh, it's possibly because I have an insane number of tabs open. Hopefully that shouldn't be a problem because of new Chrome. Right, okay, let's get into the game a bit. In fact, before we do that, where were we? It was... What was the date? Let's go and have a look. Let's game face. Let's see. Let's do this. We're here, everyone. We're here in Amphitros. It's the 10th of April. Golly. Look at this place. I've missed this place. I have missed this place. Oh golly, really? Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Thanks, Eleanor. That's a very useful bit of information. I'm not going to say it publicly, but yeah, damn. Well, you can't fix them all, can you? Right, let's go in here. I'm not going to say what Eleanor said. People can read in the messages, but let's have a look at what's going on down here, shall we? Well, that didn't take long. So we need to do a thing, which is it's funny that those roads instantaneously appeared, isn't it? We need to get rid of those. Why, you might say? Well, we need to go into assets, and we need to go along here and get ourselves some of this crap wooden fencing. We need to go along here and I need to rotate this round. Let's get this fence round to about level with the road. There we go. About there. Just to make sure this land doesn't get developed on yet. The local authorities have plans. So let's make sure that we stop stuff from happening. Yeah, that should do there, that should do there. Let's do the same in this direction. There we are. And similarly in the other direction. There we go. And there we are. And along here. There we are. And I remember this. It's funny, isn't it? Because this was the original station that came into Maghull with platforms that, these platforms were built blinking ages ago, and then obviously the freight platform. This is an old station, an old bit of railway line now closed, and we've got this quite substantially. Oh, there's still some S&C. Oh yeah. Let's We've got all this S&C going on, so that. The joint line's also going, isn't it? That's going, so that's going, and that's going, and that's going. Oh golly, I need to, yeah, okay, fine. So that's... It's just, because this is now one of the main lines, isn't it? This is a hefty main line connecting with the... Oh yeah, we built this new bit of infrastructure, didn't we? That's not bad, is it? Bit of a curve, then straight. There's the old embankment going that way that they then severed. It was severed, and then we've kind of connected in up here. That's not bad, is it? It's a bit weird seeing that. It's a bit of a strange-looking kink, but there are a few people asking, well, why haven't you done that as a? Why haven't you done that as just a grade separated junction? So, well, at the time they're kind of like, well, that's not. They're two separate bits of railway, really. As they see it, they're creating a separate freight and passenger railway, creating that segregation. There's definitely things to be done on this railway. There's nothing running. There's no services running on. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all severed, isn't it? So, first thing we're going to do is clean up this S&C. So they're recovering all this, and they're gonna, having done that, that means they're gonna recover. Get some more nice new concrete sleepers in, and while they're at it, I think they're probably going to be. There we are. Just fix this up. That should give us a nice, it gives us a nice run down here, and then this is still attached. They haven't done the S&C work on this bit yet. Definitely going to need some re-signalling to happen on this line. But that if we go over to the speed bit, okay, trains aren't going to be running that fast anytime soon, but it gives it's interesting actually to have a look at this. So that drops to 80, which is not bad. But then of course we get into the chaos. So bearing in mind that this main line comes into Maghull, out along the old GCML, and then up through. So it's a bit of which is kind of what it does up in Stratford as well, isn't it? It comes up through into Stratford Joint and then out. So it's not the most coherent. It's not the most coherent main line, but it's getting there. What other things are going on that we need to have a think about? We've got there's lovely Bradshaw down here. How's the station progressing over here? Bradshaw East very much under construction. We've got the need for. Actually, I very much need to get some plans up, don't I? Let me just do that because I need to get up the plans for. God, I've got to be able to find the damn things now. So let me go in here and in here. I think it's in here. No, it isn't. Sorry, everyone. I'm just trying to find. There's some mapping that I know I need to have in front of me to make sure I build the designs I basically created for the East Coast Main Line. I need to find those and find them so that I can make sure I'm not incorrectly building this bit of railway. Let me have a look here. Is that gonna, that'll do for now. God, I've moved a few things around since getting rid of my work laptop, and well, actually, no, it's not anything to do with the work laptop. Well, yeah, it is actually because I only had CAD there, whereas Bentley have now given me a license, paid for a license at MicroStation for me, which is very kind of them. So I don't need to have separate computers to do CAD stuff in for like various extracurriculars. So I've moved a lot of stuff around in Dropbox, and as a result of that, I've kind of misplaced a couple. Not mostly all the Amphitros stuff is mostly in one folder, but there's a few loose things here and there that I need to kind of keep my eye on, and that I in episode that I've perhaps somewhat misplaced. Let's have a look. So we've got the work going on. So what's happening here is they're building. You've got the old Bradshaw Central. Kind of is still running the service, but it's pretty diminished at this point. And we've got the new station being built here, Bradshaw East, under construction. You can see there's a big hole where they're excavating to build the station. There's the construction site and various things, and then they've been doing their bit of urban reconstruction at this point as well, while they do this construction, and then that'll feed out. It'll have this connection to Trevithick Square, so it's better tied into the urban fabric at this point. Let's see. So, but this is there is a bit of major work to be done here. This is the kind of the last section of the line that needs finishing. Is the section between Bradshaw and Annapolis, and essentially it's this section here, isn't it? Really, it's this. It's where they've got this temporary works, this temporary alignment here that you can see is clearly very much temporary. How that works? So they're basically going to get under this hill. Now, how do we do that? It's because the trouble. Also, these platforms have to be. What is this? 40, 80, 160. 200, 240, 280. These platforms have to be 280 long. And as a result of that, there's kind of not a huge amount of space to then drop and get under. So there's some thoughts going on here. How is this going to be engineered to not just completely bulldoze this hill and to tie back in through here? But also, if you remember, actually, we should get those plans back up, shouldn't we? Where are those? Let me dig out the plans. Let me just dig out the. Where are they? I've got to find the damn things first. See if I can dig out the. I didn't mean to do any of what I just did. Yeah, good. I found my way to it. I'm just trying to find the East Coast Mainline plans for everyone, so we can remind ourselves what the hell this is all about and what we're aiming for. Where are they? Let me go back through. There we go. There's a nice copy of them. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, that'll do. There, good. Unhide. Minimize that. Make sure I've got the right thing in the right window. There's so many spoilers that I don't want to be giving you right now. That I'm carefully making sure I work my way through. Let's get to OBS now and then show you the screen. Sorry, everyone, that was a bit botchy, wasn't it? Right, here we go. Yeah, right. So let's just do. Yes. So we've got this station currently under construction. That's kind of what we do. But also, there's this Kingston Road station here that is planned. So it's a new station, a new suburban station on the line. That in theory will be the other side of the junction. So if we go back to game face and get game up, there should be a station here somewhere. In order to build that station, we're going to need. So there'll be 2 pairs of tracks at this point. We need to work out how we're going to actually map into that. This station is North Minehead Station. Not hugely well trafficked, to be honest. It's serving what used to be the main airport for Bradshaw, but as we know, that isn't the main airport for Bradshaw anymore. The main airport for Bradshaw is Bradshaw Abbeydale Airport, here looking busy with the remains of the old airport underneath, which is quite interesting. Yeah, there are. See where that is, which is served, of course, by the new Abbeydale Airport there, Abbeydale Airport Station. Anyway, so it doesn't answer exactly what. So this is our big engineering challenge today. Is resolving this. Let me just do some alt tabbing, because if I was up here, we haven't got a huge amount of time before before the suppose the project is already kind of a bit later than they'd planned it to be. So there is increasing pressure for them to get this get the East Coast Main Line running properly and get the services running, so they can start getting a return on the immense investment in infrastructure that's gone on the East Coast Main Line, of course. Yes, lots to think about. Let me just double check. Oh god, there's so much bouncing around that I need to think about here. Yes. Good. 65, 60. Yeah. Okay, yeah, good fun. Lovely. Let's get on with things. That's something that we need to think about, exactly what that's going to look like. So I think what I'm going to do is start. Let's have a look. It's going to be very close to North Minehead, that station. Yeah, I think it's designed to essentially be serving this kind of expanding part of Amphitros. How we do that, we'll see. No, North Minehead was ostensibly being retained. Actually, yeah, right. So let's have a think. Let's firstly just do a bit of track laying, shall we? Brush size 14. There we go. Let's just do a bit of this. Oh, is this too loud, by the way? Is the sound of the game too loud? Let me know. I've the level. I can't remember where we were at with levels in terms of what the levels were supposedly doing. We want this to be. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Good. Right. Let's get some track laid in here so we can work out what the arrangements are going to be. Let's say there and there, and yeah, fine. So having done that, I can put those there. In fact, let's lay tracks right. Let's get a feel for the scale here. There. No, actually, they're building this with timber into the stage because it's a terminus station. They don't need to put in the concrete, so they're putting them in with timbers. Now, let's have a think about how this is going to look. Okay, so. At what point does a tunnel appear? Not yet is the answer. Sooner if we do that. So if we do that to start with, okay, so those two buildings are going. Sorry, those two buildings. Okay. Is that enough? So let me have a think about the track in terms of the track layout. I'm going to need crossovers going this way and this way. So really, I'm going to ideally need a bit more open space to actually get the S&C in. So we're going to have, and then we've got the tracks. So we have to think about. So we've also got the tracks coming in. We have the tracks coming in through here. So let's have a think about that as well. So that's going to be coming in through here. Okay, so we've got these two sets of tracks. The track layout is for... So given that these would be essentially segregated, two pairs of segregated high-speed tracks, I think these might end up going... Let's have a think about that. Think about what that needs to look like. Let's get some big civil engineering getting built here. So first of all, if that's level and large enough for... Or do we actually want this to be dropping down a gradient? Perhaps we want this... So Or do you have two? We could have two double bore tunnels. So at this point we have S&C, the crossovers on the... I think what I might do is... Sorry, when I'm deliberating, because I'm thinking. Let's do this. They're going to use scissors here because it's a very constrained site, so they're going to be using scissors. I think, and then bit weird, but that's doing that anyway. Spot on. So that's there like that. That's... Thing is, having just done that, actually, those don't have to be flat. This is kind of which is the point of what I was just thinking in my head, wasn't it? So, okay, so we know roughly what size that's going to be. Okay, noted. So I want that to go this way, and I want it to be... So to get the tunnel to actually appear, I need to do... Where's it? There, there's the tunnel. Okay. And that is enough space for... Yeah, good. Okay, so if you've got that... Let's have a think. Is that crazy or is it... Genius. Okay, so if I do the same here, is it what we're going to see? And do we want two tunnels, or do you think it'll end up being one tunnel? Maybe it'll be one tunnel. The thing is, if we do one tunnel, we are really limited on space. There's a 5-track tunnel and delete the centre track. Very good point. Ah, yes, very, very good point. So if we had as a 5-track tunnel, I'm just going to spend some cash on here. Whoever's keeping the sums and working out how much everything costs, then you're going to have to... There we go. So that's... So then if I... So if we did it as 2 tunnels... Then we could have crossovers and we could then have the connection wherever the tunnels end. But I don't know if they're going to actually spend the money on 2 tunnels. I have a suspicion that actually what they're going to do is have a fairly messy, tight... The thing is, they could do... I'm also going to get rid of these because it's not going to go as deep as that. Now the tunnel's there, we're not going to go that deep. But, yeah, I suspect that it is going to be this way around, so... It did look nice, but I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's going to be a... I think we're going to end up having a situation where they squeeze all the necessary S&C into this space. I think that's what the engineering... That's the kind of the optimized engineering that we would have seen. Right, so there we are. 30. Lovely. And 30. What does that give us here? This is going to be a double slip. Oh golly. Well, that's a bit rubbish. What's going on here? Oh, Jesus. How are we going to fix that? Is that the thing that's going to go away? Oh, what's this buggy situation? Oh, why is it made a tower of ballast? What can I do to fix the tower of ballast, everyone? What is this? It's hideous. Why is it doing it? Why have they made termites nest OLE masts for me? What is this? What? This game never fails to fascinate me. Is that just a consequence of where I've placed the, It is, isn't it? Oh, fantastic. Okay. Let's just increase the size of this and just... How can I fix this? A more central tunnel with an equal splits. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean, Michael C. So bring it over. Yeah, that could be quite nice, actually. Yes, I see what you mean, Michael, and we're gonna attempt it. So we'll bias it over to... Which side do we want to bias it over to? Here? I think here. So... Let's see if we can see what we can do with this. That gives us our 30 without our weird ballast walls. Oh, let's do the other one first, so that we make sure it's 30. Yeah. So that gives us our double slip. So now we need to... That gets things from that direction in that direction, but we now need to attempt. Oof. Oof. Okay, we need to go further. We're squeezing it. I mean, this is as squeezed in as it can possibly be, folks. This is the good stuff. This is the real good stuff right here. See if I can get rid of this stupid ballast pile that it seems to be creating, which is obviously absolutely horrifying. There we are. Let's try this. Too much curvature. What? Oh, that's painful. That is painful. That is painful. We need to be able to... Oh, it's too tight. Oh. Now, how can I fix that? Scissors in the tunnel. I mean, I could have a scissors in the tunnel. That would be horrible. But also... Why is it doing weird stuff with the ballast in the tunnel? No, I don't like that. What? Why? Oh, come on now. We might be back to square one anyway, by the look of this, because the tunnel is not tunneling. No, stay as a tunnel. Okay, right. Now it's sort of... Flipping heck. Okay, right, fine. I'm going to put this to concrete so I can see what the tunnel geometry is, and also I need to do this one. Okay. Let's stay in tunnel, which is good. Right, we want... miles an hour. Okay, good. Is this doing what we want it to do? Let's have a think. Actually, I think they'd probably go a bit further straight, wouldn't they? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's now working, weirdly. Okay, so let's just... Yeah, I know that's concrete. We'll fix that momentarily. I think that's it, you know. What speed is that now that I've done that? 65, yeah. Okay, fine. I think this will be concrete by this point, though. It's going to be concrete. I think I'll have it concrete right up to the station throat, to be honest. Right, okay. Or will we, if we're going to have the scissors here? Yeah, okay, right, let's try putting these scissors in. What? What? Why bulldozing buildings if they're... Oh, golly. I've broken the game here a bit, haven't I? Because, actually, this is a bit shallow. That's kind of the problem, isn't it? It's a bit shallow for a tunnel. Which, admittedly, I could solve that problem by moving the tunnel portal back to there, couldn't I? The thing is, now I've done that, it's like, well, no, obviously I need to put that needs to be a straight coming out of there, doesn't it? Thing is, I also need to make sure it's a smooth enough gradient. Yeah, okay, that does work. Okay, let's try that. Okay, okay. This doesn't seem too bad. Let's try 40 there. Let's try that and see if that... Ah, now in doing this, I don't need to have scissors, do I? I could extend... I could extend, everyone. I could extend this side. I love playing with a bit of track geometry on a Wednesday afternoon. Let's have a think. So if that comes up there, so if I do that, so we've got that part of the tunnel, which is fine. I think that's sorted. I just now want to. Yeah, okay. That should be... Yeah. Now, is this enough to get... It is. Smashing. Is that doing everything I need it to now? Let me just check. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there, can go there. That's it, I think, isn't it, folks? Is that now doing what I need it to do? It might be, you know. Let's just think about the... Oh, let's balance this up as well while we're here. Let's also, while we're here, smooth this terrain out. This is new tunnel portal, new earthworks, all the business. And then coming out this end, where we actually kind of want to consider that, continue that 80 mile an hour curve, don't we? So it's 80 miles an hour. We want to continue that, or do we? Or do I want that to now be a straight? So that's. That's nice and flat. If I come around to here, actually, we can probably put an intermediate straight in here. And a little bit further around. So to here, and if I have a straight. We're a little bit, so we need to drop. Actually, we're a little bit high here, aren't we? Oh, we're above the hill. Okay, that's fine. So we'll use the straight to drop down the hill a bit. Which we can... I'm just going to test that I've got the right gradient by coming along here and seeing what height that is. Is that right? It's looking about right, isn't it? Yes, so that's going to come down there. Let's come over there, and at some point we're going to have to do some civil engineering work to connect these up. Actually, I suspect that will be a bit further back, to be honest. And then that is going to connect up to that. That then doesn't... Well, it does. We need to then think about what that means for where this station's going to go as well. I level out the alignment earlier. Oh, and just... Yeah, because we've kind of put a hump in. That's a fair point. Yeah, we have it climbing, don't we? Yeah, that is a good point. Actually, that is a good. You're right, Michael. So you're right. Let's sort that out. So we've come out, and we want this to be about there. About there. It's kind of hard to tell because everything's kind of doing a doolally along here. Sorry, I'm not talking much, am I? Because I'm rubbish at YouTubing. Let's see. So that is, if that comes around here, then that will give our that will give our straight. And where's that level at? That's an easy one to check. Yeah, that I think is probably... Actually, even lower, actually, there. Let's call it that. I think that's closer. Yeah, that seems about there, actually. Yeah, I think there we are. That's nice. Whoa, okay, people are saying things. Below the old line at the minor tunnel portal, yes, so it is still climbing up a bit there. So there's a gentle climb as it comes round, and then we're coming along to meet our new alignment here. At which point we will do a little bit of our old... actually, yeah, Michael, it's your trick, isn't it, in how you create the nice curve that does what you need to do between these. So I think this is what allows you to get the balance. This isn't it? Right, there you go. This. Well, we've got more straight to build at the moment than by the look of it. Yeah, it's a bit... Oh, no, that's good. Let's do it for 115. No, that's... How's that going to work? Okay, we're going to leave that. No, are we? Are we going to join it up now? You know what, I think we are. Or are we? Let me have a little think. We'll leave it for now. We'll come back to that because I think it'll be easier for us to get a nice curve when we actually do the disconnection. So at the moment we've got a bit of nice civil engineering work going on. I'm very pleased with that. That's very nice. There we go. Lovely. And let's just Very nice. Pleased with that. Lovely. We need to... So if the existing line is coming around the corner here, then our station, this new station of ours that we're going to pop in, kind of needs to be sat here, doesn't it? And ideally in such a way that it has access from both sides. There we have, I think. Height ruler tool. Build loads of parallel tracks next to the old line until you're next to the new alignment law. The thing is, I don't want to demolish all of the woodland. I kind of do want to retain some of the existing legacy environmental stuff, so it does make my life harder that I like. I don't like doing too much demolition around here. Right, so I do try and minimise the amount of environmental destruction, which I realise is funny given how many property we just bulldozed to build this station, but you know, it needs must. Right, are we going to try and see if the station fits in here? The thing is, at this point, it's tricky, isn't it? Because at this we can have a different type of junction here. I think I'd be interested to see. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. That's going on there. We've got some serious infrastructure being built. The station construction is sort of ongoing. We've not made much progress, have we? Shall we just get cracking? Let's go up and have a look at as we whiz through. Let's have a look at see how is the station still rammed of people like trying to escape. All the people trying to get to Annapolis City. We'll get there. Yeah. Let's have a look. We are... Anyway, sorry, let's get straight. This is Annapolis City, of course, the big new Annapolis City station. How's the old... this bit all sorting itself out? Nice, okay. And then, obviously, we whiz under the tunnel, through Hendon Station, where I think trains don't... The trains only actually stop on... Oh, what's stopping on there? That's Framlingham. Oh, that shouldn't be doing that. Let's tidy that up. Pretty sure that should be... We're on platform 6. Or 5. No, wait a minute. God damn. No, if that's... Let me do this way. If that's Framlingham... Oh, I think I know why that has to do that. Is it because of the S&C arrangement? There isn't a way for the... There isn't actually a way for the trains to get across into... No, there is. Anyway, right, okay, fine. We'll leave that for now. There we go. And then Thapst City, of course. There's Thapst City Station. Looking ginormous. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Beautiful. Marvellous. Anyway, right, I digress. And then obviously we've got our upgraded corridor through here. How's Arundine Station doing? Is it getting... Are people travelling by it? We'll never know. It's only been open a little while. We've got it's a pretty elegant solution here. We've got the tracks down this end, obviously, that substantially redundant tracks left over around there. I think, are any services running through? Oh no, it's entirely... There's nothing running through on those tracks now. Then we run through and up our nicely smooth routes up to Wakefield and onwards, really. Anyway, right. things are afoot, everyone. Things are always afoot, aren't they? In our world. Let me just get OBS upside and show you all what's going on. So that was the plans for what we're up to. What else have we done? What else? That's while we're here. Actually, let's very quickly. So we've done. This is all done. That's all done. Good. This that's all been done. We've done Thap City. There's a junction here, which I think we have. Oh, there is a junction there. That's interesting. I wonder if that's something that we... have we done that junction yet? I think we have, actually. Wackham. I know I could be Wackhaming, but I can't be bothered getting out. It's slid under my tower. The compromise of this has been done because it isn't a grade separated junction here, as we all know. That was de-scoped, such as life. And then this is all done. This has been done. This is done, isn't it? We did the remodeling of that. This is all done. So we're kind of there. We're kind of there. Right, it's May 1964, which means shenanigans are afoot. If you remember, 1964 is the year of, it's, it's the year of the most significant, we're seeing a big surge in closures happening this year. And so, indeed we do. We have 3 notices being published. We have closures of the Ashbourne Pier branch, the Stamford and Ashbourne Railway, closures of the Midland Valley Railway, between Branchell West, Pinton Central, Ashbourne Town. So that's a sizable bit of railway being impacted there. And the Morecambe, Great West and Great Northern branches, following passenger services will be discontinued. Trafford Joint to Morecambe, Great Western, and the following stations will be closed. Some stuff needs to happen here. Let us go back to the game and have a look at what the ramifications of these closures are. May 1964, what a month. Let us start with the Ashbourne Pier branch. Let's go back down to Ashbourne. Now, how busy is this? Are these services? Well, here's a train, and it's full and making money. Amphitros Railways, missing the wood for the trees with their kind of strategic view of railways here. Possibly. In any case, the one thing I can tell you is that the tracks are about to be ripped up through this station. And indeed through this one, because we are, let's just see, this service is managed vehicles. What are we going to do with these? We're going to, no, we're not going to sell them all. We're going to send it to the depot, except this one, which we're going to sell. Done. And then what about this one here? Ashbourne Ferry. Manage vehicles. Let's rid of that. And there we go. It's gone. And the Ashbourne Ferry service is gone. It's gone. Which leaves how much railway now disused? Suddenly quite a bit of railway ceases to have any service on it. Quite a major impact. So they're going to pull up this track as well. There we are. Bearing in mind this is within the kind of Branchell transport region, I think, isn't it? And it has pretty good bus service, which is the justification for its it losing its rail service, of course. There we go. And what else are we closing? Have I just deleted the only connection between Annapolis City and Annapolis Central? That's a good question. You might find that is the case. Yeah, let's have a look. Quite possibly, yeah. Michael C., what were you saying about that shuttle that I needed to think about? Where is that train? Is this the heading for depot? Right, okay, you're right, let's just create a new shuttle from here to here. And that's it, isn't it? We're going to call this What was the one I just deleted? Oh god. We're going to call this 3E03. And it's going to be if I can type Annapolis Suburban, colour is going to be just real red, and we're going to, yeah, fine. It can go. Actually, in Annapolis City, it can go into either 7 or 8. That's fine, and it can go into either 1 or 2 at the other end as well. That's fine. And we're going to put this onto 303. There we go. There's the shuttle. Hello, Ella. Lovely to see you. More updates for the wiki. Yeah. All those trapped Annapolis commuters now heading all the way to Bradshaw just to reach Annapolis City. Well, this is it. You know, they'll get over it. Actually, if they all just left the station, they might have all just leave the station. I don't know what's going to happen to them, but there are 300 of them out of this once grand station. Getting lost. Right, let's go up here. So, what we're going to do about this down here, get the old track retrieval situation going on here. I'm going to, once again, just I just want to keep a little spur of the track, if I can. Yeah, that'll do nicely, in fact. Oh, that looks suspiciously like I had not. Let me just... do a bit of this. There now I need to do this, and Dan will make sure this is all beautiful and everything. Right, so good. Let's go tidying all this up. It's a big, a lot of asset that no longer needs looking after. And you can run the buses to fulfil the passenger requirements into here. We'll leave the station as is for now. You know what's funny is I think it's a pretty round station. We'll never know because it's what's it called itself? Ashbourne Exchange. Weird. Ashbourne Halt. It's weird they rename them because that's not what those are. Anyway. In fact, this is decidedly Ashbourne. And this one's Ashbourne Town, isn't it? Is that better? And indeed, this whole... whole stretch of railway disappearing off the map. It's a strange experience. We built this with a purpose. It ran these sort of longer services, but alas, no more. It's funny, isn't it? Because I remember building this and it didn't feel that long ago. Oh, that was a tree. Sorry, tree. That's rude of me. There we go. So, Ashbourne Pier Branch. Following services will be discontinued between Ashbourne Central and Ashbourne Town. Annapolis Central and Ashbourne Town. And between Paignton Central and Ashbourne Town, those services are gone. Ashbourne Town, Ashbourne Ferry. Oh, yeah, it wasn't Ashbourne Pier. It was Ashbourne Ferry Station. Forgive me. Now closed. They're gone. What exactly is going to happen with those stations? Who knows? So there we go. That's done. And what else? Yeah, that's the branch into. Fine. Next, Midland Valley Railway. The following passenger stations will be closed. That was Paignton Midland. So, service between Bradshaw West and Paignton Central, and between Paignton Central and Ashbourne Town, which we already knew was being discontinued. So, Bradshaw West to Paignton Central. Oh, golly. Okay, right. Let's go up here. The station we're talking about, the bit of railway we're talking about, is in fact this bit of railway here. And the station they're closing is this station here. These services, that's heading for depot. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's the Bradshaw to Paignton. In fact, there's two Bradshaw to Paignton services here, and they're Paignton Central, Dawlish Junction, Paignton. I didn't do a via, so I wonder which service. Let's just have a quick look. So, actually, the best way to do this is for me to actually do this and this, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. We get to see where that goes. Midland Valley Railway, which is this one. And that one is going to be. So that runs along here, but there's this it's a service essentially. It's a route facilitated by other trains, so that can go elsewhere. It's happening. Let's send those to the depot. We'll work out what trains we've got in the depot and what we're going to do with those momentarily. That now has no. We can get rid of that. Yes, it's gone. So let's now have a look at Bradshaw Paint. This one here. This goes through and it runs. I'm presuming. Yes, it does. I thought it would. Down Dawlish Junction, Gisborough, into Bradshaw West. Is this so? That means I just don't have to think about what services are currently running. Dawlish Junction, a few still at Dawlish Junction actually. Let's get rid of that service. That service is getting chopped. Clear Skies is playing. It's a bit optimistic, this music. Crikey. Let's see. The argument, George, is that these profitable routes, but they aren't profitable versus the stations and versus the asset, the actual infrastructure that has to be maintained for them to run on. That's the logic. So that's the logic, and it's not a company anyway. It's Amphitros Rail. It's part of the Amphitros government. I'm sure the decisions they're making now will be vindicated by history. I'm sure they won't turn out to be massive mistakes. I don't know. Let's see. Let's find out what happens. Let's do this and do this. Got some vehicles to get rid of. Manage line and. There we go. So what's running through here? Just some Bridport Flitwick. Oh yeah, there's some freight running along here, but let's see. Paignton Midland Station here, and what are they going to do with it? What are they going to do with it? Get rid of it. Just going to bulldoze it. Yeah, that's easy. In fact, we can just connect that up with yeah, lovely. Station gone. It's gone. So that's Paignton Midland station. Got rid of. Again, Paignton has, if we go to the buses, it has a... Oh, that's not buses. It has pretty decent bus coverage. So, you know, that station, it's superfluous to need. If you remember the crawl report, it was a surplus requirement. The last series of closures, if you remember, the last of the notices we put on the screen, Stratford to Morecambe. This is a pretty long-running service. We're gonna get that hiked and pull up the tracks into the old Grey. So there's already been single tracks, so there's already been some work to actually reduce the scale of the station. But no, it's off ski there, tidying it away. There we are. Tidy up that as well. Oh yeah, I didn't actually delete that line, did I? That's fine. We'll yeah, that'll do. And let's just go in here and get that and delete that line because it doesn't need to exist anymore. Yeah, it's gone. And there we go. Again, there's a decent bus service running up through, so it's a lot of infrastructure. It's not the only station closing up here in Morecambe though, because, and it's again already been single tracked, as you can see. There is no need for the this branch going up to. In fact, yeah. Let's do that. Let's fix that problem. There we go. In fact, this is another one that they're just going to out and out flatten because it's where are they? Let's have a think. What are they going to do with that? It's very much declining usage. I think, given the proximity to a lot of commercial, I have a suspicion it's going to survive for now. But yeah, I think this one's, as with quite a few that we've seen, it's not going to be long of this world. There's no point kind of protecting that land there. There's another line that's screwed up, isn't there? But that's fine. I intended to manage line, Morecambe Pier, Northern, and Morecambe Pier. Now, it does mean we need a crossover. Which we can do. We can happily shove in a little crossover here. There we go. Oh yeah, that's true. It needs to. So if it comes, oh yeah, I need to have. That's because it's not bi-directional. That'll do it. Yeah, fine. Okay. This. No, there's no one way. That solves the problem. There we go. Lots of trains heading to the depot. wonder where this is heading. That's quite a... Where's that been? It's a fancy looking train heading for depots. It's going to be interesting to see where all these trains end up, isn't it, that we've been sending to depots. Hyberskockelhausen. Yeah, stupid winter daylight savings time. Jay, how are you, by the way? How are you? Yeah, do some high-speed catching up. We've just been pruning the network a little and tidying up some of the bits that, to be honest, don't necessarily make a huge amount of operational sense to get our rail network looking a bit, fitting a bit with what the services need to run. So let me just let us go for. Yeah, I think that. Let's get cracking. There's so much going on. I love this. I love this map so much. There's just such chaos. There's just so much history and interest going on. So another little project that's going on down here, which is the need to connect. What's this? It's a big old bloody freight train. Talking of which, it's the need to connect the Great Central with a new cord to the to the from Great Northern. How we're going to do that is a very good question. I think they're going to do this as let's just do that right now. Actually, let's just get some more infrastructure on the go. Try and avoid too much of a 4 mile an hour S&C. Very nice. Let's see. That is marvelous. What I do want... yeah, I need this to now be... Yeah, actually, remind me to not do what I just did. I need this to be 40. No. Yeah, I think that's... Well, actually, that needs to be level. Bare minimum level. Right, okay, fine. Have I done this in the past? I wonder, I can't remember. Let's do that, and then I think... if I do this, that'll do what I need to do. So if I do that and then that, yes, okay, that should then be, yeah, good. I think this will do what I need to do. Then I can do, it's actually still a steeper angle than I'd have liked, in honesty. It's not so bad. Just have a little look while let's see where it gets to, shall we? Yeah, it's a bit far from where I want it to be. I'm gonna maybe do a reverse back to. Yeah, let's do that, and let me just bring it in. I have to stay zoomed in so that I can actually do the control. There. That now I should be able to. Yeah, that's looking much more like it. Very nice. Yeah, good. I think that can go to like there. It's freight, so I don't want it to be too steep, you know. Good. Okay. Let me just... Oh, that's here. I need to get rid of that signal, don't I? Oh, that's gone to 33. Oh, jeez. Okay, fine. Well, this might as well be a 30 then. This signal needs to be here. Yep, fine. So that's going to be a single lead, so that's going in there like that. And we're going to then have this going kind of like this. What's funny to that now needs to be all my equivalent gradient is going to be, my equivalent radius, sorry, is going to be hideous. I should have probably made that drop steeper over there. The thing is, no, it should be okay actually if I. Yeah, it's not going to be that much steeper actually. That's okay. I'm at peace with that. Let's see if we can get that. Oh, let's match those up. 47. Okay, it's not the best, but it's not a disaster. Let's then. Where are my signals? Actually, let's just turn signals on for a bit, because it's useful to see where we're going. That signal needs to go. Yes, and then that means I need to have a signal here, and then another signal in the other direction here. I've said no to one-way, haven't I? But actually they are one-way signals. That's also a one-way signal, and then that will be a one-way signal. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Traffic on the roads, I'm sure that'll get better post-plan. Yeah, that's it. There we go. It will be in the future, by the way. Ruben Jelly, is this world available to download with tracks and all? At some point, yes, but there's so many. There are lots of these. I'm protective over it at the moment because I suppose I don't think I do want people just going crazy in the world and doing their own plans and getting carried away. I don't know. Maybe that may be a bit fun. Do a vote in the Discord server about whether you would love to see the save. I don't think there's anything that would be spoilers in here for the future because it's all as is in world. But there we are. That is a nice cord connecting up those two, enabling some seriously useful freight stuff to happen. Particularly as we were seeing, we had the Bradley Fall distribution yard growing, so that's enabling some of the freight traffic to get back and forth. It's also enabling the ability to make a lot of existing railway infrastructure redundant. So there's some serious opportunities. I could release an older version, couldn't I? I could send out like the post-war version and let people. But I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to see a 2000 version of this world that isn't my one. I suppose I'm kind of protective of it because for me, I also enjoy playing this map, and so I'm a little protective over the lore and about seeing it and feeling what it'll be like in the future. I suppose. I don't know. That's why I haven't shared it in the past. Yes, that's anyway. Let's keep going. There's so much, as you can see. There's like just a lot of history on this map. There's a lot of history on this map and things happening and business going on. What's all this in? Interesting. Do you know what? Like we've called that Mag Hall Jams and Jellies, but it's not been Mag Hall Jams and Jellies for a really quite long time. This is so it's actually like my mapping out of date. I need to go in and let me just go in and get something for my troubles here. There we are. Something rather special and beautiful that's very much a work in progress. Oh, do you want to see a special and beautiful work in progress, everyone? There's a bit of a let's just quickly show you something very special and work in progress. This is actually it's not the most up-to-date version. In fact, is it to the point where have I even the thing that I want to go and have a look at, have I actually updated? Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, good. Lakeland Quality Foods Limited. Okay, yeah, this is still a work in progress, by the way, very much. But you can see the areas that are less work in progress than others. For example, here's Rugeley. This is from 1953. This isn't totally up to date mapping, by the way, but this is the map of Amphitros, with much detail in it for all of you to enjoy when I do eventually finish it at some point. So you'll have a slightly out of date map to follow, but it's reasonably up to date and has enough detail to keep you entertained and interested, and enough Easter eggs going on here for there to be plenty of interesting things for you to explore and have a look at. Yes, crikey is right. There's Stratford, see that? With various sidings and bits and pieces and all sorts going on, and there's Ipswich, and it should have almost all the information that's in the current mapping that's linked in the description. This will have almost all of that information in it, with just so much more. Anyway, yeah, there's obviously there's a lot of missing detail in the complex areas, but it like the new Adelstroff Atlas, it's getting there, folks. It's getting there, and there's lots of fun detail and interesting bits and pieces for you to explore. But mostly it's allowing me to remember the things that I've named in game to then be able to remember what, it's a good recording of all that information that I've got. Obviously out of date given some stations have closed, but yeah, I think fun things like the names of level crossings and there's a lot of good fun stuff in here. Yeah, like there's Flitwick and Amthel and all these various places. Stuff in green is because I need to go and double check it and change levels and stuff. But anyway, what was it called? It was called Lakeland Quality, wasn't it? So that's Wooler. Forget Wooler. Let's go. Actually, it's Wooler. Oh, yes, I've done there's Paignton, there's Maghull, and there's Lakeland Quality Foods Limited. That's all I wanted to see. Let's go back to the map, shall we? VOBS. So this is actually... there we go, lovely. That's more like it. It's been that for a long time. I should have renamed it a long time ago. There, lovely. Good. Marvellous. Agriculture Supply, Lakeland Quality Foods. Yeah, lovely. Good. Marvellous. Actually, technically, this is actually... this is not that. It's actually technically called... Armitage Sidings. There we go, fine. There's quite a bit of that sort of tidying up I need to do on the map. Yes, some nice sneak peeks of various things. So... what do I need to do? Where am I? There's so much going on. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know about the future. Ruben, you're asking questions about the future. I don't know what happens. I've got an enormously complex tapestry of what the future's going to be between now and the year 2023 in the game, because frankly history gets too complicated to make it up on the fly and continue to have the complexity and the lore that makes it fun and interesting. So I know what lots of things are going to be happening, but in terms there are lots of things I don't know, and lots of it will remain pretty organic, which is kind of fun. I like that about this map. Like it's very much grown organically. Like I don't exactly know how things are going to end up looking. I don't know how things will end up being. So there's always interesting fun stuff that will change, and I don't know about Heritage Railways. I honestly don't know. Yeah, no one's going to want those clotheslines back. Exactly. That's just why would they want that? Anyway, let's move on with some time. So it's 18th of May. Let's keep cracking. What do we need? Anyway, people last video were telling me to go and look at stuff, and I didn't. Was it Orpinos that people were telling me to go and have a look at? I can't remember. There's Orpington Airport there, looking happy. Let's see. And the steelworks there. What's funny is that this line has been mothballed for ages, but it still actually exists, which is quite funny. I don't know how on earth I think it's almost like they've forgotten about it. Yeah, I don't think anything uses it. Yeah, no, nothing uses it. Maybe now's the time to lift it, actually. It's an asset that there's no need for them to retain and maintain. Let's see. Yeah, it's going. Yeah, there we go. It's off ski. Survived quite a long time, really, didn't it? All things considered. I take no pleasure in this. There we go, and there we are. Leave that level crossing there for now, but there we go. It's another line. A line gone. I leave the bridges in because, well, you often do and would. There we are. Right. Anyway, let's keep moving. How is incidentally? How's the East Coast Main Line looking? That's the Great Central. Fine, let's keep going on the Great Central until we reach. There we go. Trains whizzing along at high speed. Still quite a few diesels. What is that? It's one CO1. Oh, that's Shanklin. Sometimes I get confused as to. Is that Shanklin? What is that route? Why is that? Why is that done that? What? Oh man, that's puzzling. Oh golly. Okay. Why is it all the way up here? Where's it going? What's its plan? Because let's pin this. This is a line that decidedly does not go this way. It's very confusing when they do this. Why is it up here? And therefore, why are all 41 of these people going to be... So that means I have to go through and check. Where are all these buggers? I mean, how is it? Havel resistant. Oh my god, okay, right. Tell me how many I've... That's fine. Okay, good. That's fine. Okay, good. That's fine. Okay, good. That's fine. Okay, good. Okay, fine. I'm going to count that as an increase in the efficiency of the service there. No, you know what? I won't. I'm going to duplicate those. What was that? That's Shanklin. Yeah, okay. Okay. Fine. That should fix that problem. You'd hope. You'd hope. Train length. Shouldn't be train length. No, I don't think it is train length. It costs more to remove the bridge than just keep it. Yeah, exactly. Whereas lifting the tracks is fine. I wish it was possible to. And I also wish you could convert a bridge from rail to road as well. That'd be nice. Buffers at terminals can take 4 meters off platform length, reverse out, wrong way. Shouldn't be the case, because there's plenty of length at all the stations, I think. The Citadel station here. Oh, it's the 6th of June, which means there's been some more news. Let's pop to small face. June 1964. Yes, because we've had another announcement of alterations in services. The service between Liverpool and South Ellesmere is being altered, and the following stations will be closed: Ellesmere and South Ellesmere stations, both reasonably well served by bus. You can see the closure of that bit of railway. So let's do that, shall we? over here. Where are we? Liverpool. This is because Liverpool's big, and there's a lot of people wait for a train to go to a very small place that's better bus served, so that means that you get a better shuttle through Liverpool. Makes sense. Makes plenty of good sense. It does require a bit of infrastructure here, though, so let's facilitate that. What's fun is again, where are the... Yeah, we need to put a crossover in here. So let's do that. Fine, and then another one in the other direction. Fine, lovely. There's our S&C. And we want to now modify our service. So Bradshaw to Ellesmere and Shildon to Ellesmere, so it's not to Ellesmere anymore, it will be to Liverpool. And likewise Liverpool. And we just need to get rid of this lot. Ellesmere, South Ellesmere, Liverpool, and Liverpool. Oh. Ah, yes, because of the bidirectional signal situation, yeah, of course. That should solve the problem. It has not solved the problem. Oh, why hasn't that solved the problem? Oh. Wait, what? No, that should be fine because it's coming through there. This is the first electric railway closure, yeah. So this is it? I'm not sure actually about why that's near working. What? Why? Help me. Cannot connect all stations. I don't think so. I don't think that would be it. That's not it. What if I screwed up? I just need to fiddle with the platform numbers again. I think that might be the case. I just built crossovers to allow you to change direction. So if you come in there, you can come out and go in the right direction again. Thank you very much indeed. It's not electrified. That's the solution. Problem solved. Look at that. Thank you, everyone. You're all very clever. The good thing is that means I go along here and... Oh yeah, we haven't done that one yet. That's fine. So the Bradshaw, kind of the Greater Bradshaw Council, as it were, have made sure to negotiate that the infrastructure remains extant. So whilst the service is ending, they're saying we want the infrastructure to remain extant. We want we want that to remain. We want the line to stay there at least for now, which is interesting. Cannot connect alternative stations. Zaszto. What? Why? What? Anyway, right, we got rid of that signal, which should solve the problem. To be honest, we don't need that signal either, do we, really? Yeah, good, fine. We've got rid of those signals, and that should solve our problem. I hope. Good. Right, that's that done. Oof, lots going on. Let's go along here. So there's a... Let's pick... Let's go down here. Let's find a suitable service that we're going to get testing something on. Let's go over here. We're going to find a reasonably modern express service. Where are we? Oh, perfect. This one will do nicely. We're gonna get modifying this vehicle here because there's a trial going on. There's a trial going on of some new vehicles. Some exciting new vehicles. Oh, they've changed the base color of interesting. Yeah, there we go. 2. That's at 6 to start with. Okay, we're going to put it in. What it needs to be. Just pop it at. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to get our diesel loco and. What color are we going to? We're going to trial it in this nice red color here. Put it back to red. Trialing a new. Why? It's weird that these are showing up as a different. Have they changed the model of the? They have, haven't they? That's deeply aggravating. In fact, that they've done that. Why have they changed it so that it's only that the whole thing's green? Well, that's irritating. That's happened since I've done a load of. Ugh. Well, that's. Quite a lot of... Why have they picked it? Why have they done that? Oh, God. Well, in which case, delivery is going to be different, isn't it? So let me have a think about that. I'm going to put the whole thing as this colour and see what happens. There. Let's try that. Why on earth they didn't make the whole thing a single colour like the other coaches, I do not know. It's really irritating. Like it's quite irritating for like it's so restrictive. That thing, the single thin stripe, is not hugely inspirational. The new livery is nice. The new model is nice. The livery is bizarre. It just doesn't. Just let me paint the whole thing. Yeah, the stripe. Isn't it marvelous that the stripe changes colour? Marvelous. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, what's this about and what's going on? What we're looking at here? What is this trial vehicle? Well, this is ICX. Actually, let's just do this first. There. ICX. There we are. Look at that. Passenger, come on, ICX. What is this ICX? Well, I hear you ask. What is this ICX? Well, ICX. Let's get rid of my face for a minute. It's an Amphitros Railways project that's being developed here of a new coach. Here, could get a visual mod fix for that. Oh, a guy called Pi. Tell me which one, and I'd be genuinely tempted to alter it. Here's what the livery should have looked like. Yes. You didn't see this. This is the Amphitros Railways coach here, the Einheitswagen 2. Look at this. Yeah, they're trialing new stock out there. They're looking at upgrades to the rolling stock, and so this is the Amphitros Railways project ICX trialing some new stuff, which is fun. So that's all fine and good. What was the date in our in game? June 15th. Other stuff has been going on. So on the 10th of June, Oh, and yeah, here's some. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, there's this stuff. So there's all the IPX nice publications of what the interior looks like. It's all very modern. It's about comfort. It's about modernising the experience for passengers, bringing it very much into the 20th century from what could have felt like a decidedly old bit of stock. Some new rolling stock being trialled. Isn't that fun? 2 different classes in one coach. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, why not? I think that's because that's what the... anyway, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that's just the one they've put on the front. So, the other thing that's happened is that on the 10th of June 1964, we had a new act, Amphitros Social Republic Instrument 664, the Harbours Act 1964. This instrument captures the will of the people of the Amphitros Social Republic as represented by the Governmental House, the National Assembly and the Workers' Committee to make good the following arrangements by the agreed date of commencement. Establishing an Amphitros Ports Council, to provide for the control of harbour, to provide for the control of harbour development and for giving financial assistance for the improvement of harbours, to make other provision respecting the construction, improvement, maintenance and management of harbours, to make provision with respect to charges of certain harbour authorities and lighthouse authorities and for purposes connected with the matters aforesaid. You know, just normal stuff. Normal good stuff. So let me just here we go. As ever, updates happening on the fly. This is after all me. So what the hell's going on? Yes, we have got the Harbours Act. It's about creating a national plan for the redevelopment of harbours and ports, because if we hop back to the old game, if you're a reminder that there are loads and loads of harbours around the map, loads of them that kind of don't have much to do, or they're kind of badly used, or they're overused. Particularly in some of the big harbour cities, and these kind of big harbours, and kind of what are they up to at the moment? So there's this consolidation, upgrade needed, really. Changes needed to be made to harbours around the island, so it's thought to the increasing cost of that asset and how to manage it and what needs to be next. Again, Annapolis here with its massive harbour, what is it transporting, and so on. So there's other stuff going. So that was the 10th. Some other stuff going. What other shenanigans are there? Let me just go back to Smallface. No. So the Harbours Act, some fun shenanigans now. A new company was formed. So we have Hornby Machines over on you might not remember Hornby Machines. Let's go back to the game actually and show you Hornby Machines that are over. They are over. Oh my god, they're miles away. Let's face the right direction. Hornby Machines that are over here. There's Hornby Machines. Well stocked, getting up to stuff, creating things. Very, very slick operation here. Hornby Machines Limited. Well, Hornby Machines Limited are basically they have there is a hostile takeover of Hornby Machines Limited by the former Air Rally management. A few people might remember Air Rally, an unsuccessful business. Air, he's still watching, by the way. You're back. Yes. So management buyout of Hornby Machines, as it were, or a takeover, to form a new company called Hire Die Limited. There's Hire Die Limited, and they're fun little bit of branding. Hire Die Limited, as created by the shift of Hornby Machines, which is fun. So let's do a bit of that. Where's Hornby Machines? Hornby Machines here now is Hire Die Limited. There. All good fun stuff. And the other thing is, so that's there, but they're actually gonna they undertake. So they've got that their old factory there, but they're gonna relocate. They're relocating to Raleigh. There's a new factory down here. Actually, what is what's over here? What's yeah, okay, so they're doing that. Yes, so it's a new factory being opened can they get all their stuff shipped in and avoid being demobbed like last time? Well, I guess time will tell, won't it? Yeah. Oh, actually, we do want the road to be there. Oh, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. Right. Okay. Let's build our road. Fine. Let's build our little road. Where are we going to join it to? Because it needs to go. Actually, we probably don't want it to join that. Probably want it to do some of that. A bit more straight. Okay, fine. I think maybe I might just keep it simple and run it down the side of the building here, actually. There we go. And perhaps meriting a bit of an upgrade to the road there as well to get that capacity. So this hard die limited. It's not the end of the fix though, because obviously we need to actually sort them out with the. Let's do a bit of this. There we go. Is there a reason I'm using the urban version of this road? Good point. Good point. Why am I using the urban version of this road? I don't. Oh yeah, there is, because it's kind of it's a factory, and so it's going to have factory-ish. It's yeah. I didn't place that very well. I'm going to do that again. It's not straight. Yeah, that is straight though. Good. Put that there. We need, so that's hard die limited. Fine. That's also hard die limited. What do we need to be shipping them? They need wood and steel. So that is fine. Oh, I bloody didn't do it close, did I? I wanted to do it further away so that it can, so I can fit buildings like that. There we go. Now, there. This sort of. Oh, I didn't do it. It's still not looking close enough. Right, I will damn well make this work. There, there, there. So let me play. Configure. I haven't played this game for so long. You can tell I'm rusty. Sorry, everyone. There we go. That's kind of nice. There's the two warehouses there. Hard die limited. Grand. We need timber, planks, and we need steel. So let's work out where the hell those are coming from. Where is our? Where are we getting some planks? Oh well, from here, of course. So that's our first new line. Let's collect some planks from Allied Products Limited, buy some stuff from them, and bring that up to here. There's our plank sorted. That was easy. And we need some steel. Now, where can we get steel from? Where's steel close by? Steel in. There's steel over in. This is the. There's some steel over in Orpinos, of course. Is there any steel on this neck of the woods? There isn't, is there? No. I have a suspicion then that Orpinos is where we're going to be for that. So let's get a nice some steel coming from Isco in Orpinos and bringing our steel up here. The next thing, of course, so that's good. Good. We've I didn't create another line, did I? This is the same line. Okay, fine. Let's start again. So let's, sorry, there we go. From Amphitros to higher die. We need a new line that will be taking this stuff from higher die. Where are we going to be taking it? Well, I suppose down the road to wherever the stuff used to get shipped to. Where did the stuff used to get shipped to? Down in Gampos, I think it was, wasn't it? So let's just park that for a minute. Where does this stuff get shipped to? So higher die currently it's getting shipped to the supply. No, that's not. Sorry, that's not what I want. I want the. It's going to Gampos. It's going to Gampos Harbour. So actually, we need to take it to Shanklin Harbour. To here. So it's going down to here to replicate that supply chain. Gregors, a pleasure. It is 23:09. Yeah, I'm going to keep this going a bit longer, just to kind of get us up to get us some progress down. It's been a bit of a slow one because I haven't done this for a while. Let's be honest. So I'm a bit rusty. Let's hop this way. So we've got all this stuff here. Obviously, we need to think about our. Let's go down here because it is ARS, of course. Let's go with it being ARS delivery, and we're going to just go in here and we're going to say manage line. I'm going to call this line. This is AMS delivery, and it's higher die. Yeah, it's higher die and it's timber. Fine. This is higher die steel, and this is going to be higher die delivery to Gampos. All of these we need to make our lovely ARS yellow. And God, it's been a while since we've done this, isn't it? We also need. We're going to get some vehicles. Usefully, Ely Motor Company has a shop nearby. Let's see. We're going to give them a few of these, I think. We've got 3, so we're going to say 12. Paint them their appropriate colour. Put them into. Yes, put 4 of them into number 1. Put 4 of them into number 2. Put the rest into number 3. And hope that higher die survive this time. There's steel just south of Chesterfield. Yes, but it's not a fed factory, so I'm just using existing supply chain, so they're just tapping into the stuff that exists at the moment. Actually, I think the mill here. Ooh, now we could be clever over this, couldn't we? We could be clever over this. Let's be clever over this. No, it's fine. It's fine. Well, the reason I'm saying we could be clever with this is because where is the timber coming from? It's coming from here, which is closer. To what extent is this supply? Is there enough? Is it creating enough? I suspect that actually we want to take it from Orpington Timber Mill. Could we do that and could we do it in the same vehicles doing the run? That's the fun question, and then save some supply. That might be maybe what we do. In which case, oh, that's not what I wanted. What am I doing? Yeah, so it's the steel one that I want to modify, and it's the timber one that I want to manage vehicles. I want to move those to hard ice steel, and I want to just delete this line. Yeah. Get rid of that. Yeah, and then if I go to, so it's actually hard ice supply. And I want this to come from. Let's do this. Oh yeah, I need to actually put the. So we're going to start up here, and we're going to go via the steelworks, and then over here, because at the. Yeah, and we can go in any of these because rightly so. So from the timber mill, we want to load planks, 50%. At the steelworks, we want to load steel, 50%. And we want to load if available. And at hard eye, we want to unload everything. So that's fine. So we're going to unload our steel. I'm going to unload our planks. Happy days. And at the other end, we want to be, first of all, again, using both of these. That's fine. Likewise, we want to be loading cogs and unloading cogs at the other end. There. Hard eye. Hard eye now exist. Marvellous. Let's see. BR Boy Modder. Are we getting any new services to name in the 60s? Interesting. New diesel contest, perhaps. Well, we've just had the ICX, but no, they're by and large, they're trying to keep a non-named train policy at this point. Certainly for now. Let's talk about. Let's go back to. So that's Hard Eye Limited. There is more afoot because. Well, we just saw. This is a big change. So we've just seen. It's the fifth. What was the date? It's June 23rd. Well, on the 15th of June, we saw a pretty radical update to timetables and service patterns, and we've seen some of this quite nice intermediate branding as Amphitros Railways is modernising. What's interesting is these timetables kind of broken down by the operating area. So you've got Barrow Metropolitan B, Central Main Line C, East Coast Main Line E, Droitwich. Wait a minute, am I sharing this? By the way, I am good. Just worth checking. The Southwestern Joint Railway is J, Stratford Lakeland L, Midland Main Line M, Lakeland Main Line N, Spa Cities and Southern Coast S. T is for Northern Territories, so Thaps, Hendon, Framlingham, Wakefield, and Hartlepool services. Forest Limon North Coast is the sort of suburban services in and around Forest Limon. West Coast W1 is for services between Catapos, Gampos, Thessalos, Stratford Raleigh, Frome, and Forest Limon, basically up the West Coast. Kind of the former Great Western Railway, and then the W2 services are those services between Thessalos, Stephanopoli, and Orpinos. So the Orpinos line basically there. So there are these nice little timetables here, and we're going to see there are changes to timetables happening, particularly. I mean, yeah, obviously we've seen the service patterns changing as a result of closures and alterations, but the timetable is basically being altered and updated to get it closer to the more slick, modern, less complex arrangement that we've seen in the past. And one of those changes is going to be that we go down to Framlingham and get rid of one of the services that runs into Framlingham. It's always been very popular, the Framlingham Gampos service. It's a big money spinner, but it's a long service, and the train it's a nightmare to operate, and it will be ostensibly served better by a more hub and spoke type model, which is what we're seeing now. So I'm just going to flatly sell this lot. and manage the line and get rid of that service. It's gone. Yes, it's gone. And there is still a service here, by the way. Yeah, there is. So now the service here is just the Thaps Framlingham service that runs, quite sensibly runs up the Framlingham line and up into up here into Citadel station there. Oh, screen has not changed. Oh, thanks. Sorry. Oh, damn it. Sorry, everyone. Thanks for reminding me. It's very late and I'm very tired. Sorry, the service I just got rid of. I mean, you followed my voice. Basically, there's the long distance former Midland Railway service. It's when it was first concocted, running from Framlingham all the way over to Gampos. And now gone. Yeah, they are colourful, aren't they? These timetables, aren't they nice? The best of 60s design, or is it? Hopefully you've all caught up, and I'm showing you the game again now. Everyone, I know. The lines do have code. Well, not the lines. There's kind of operational clusters of areas that have names, or letters to represent their service. Oh, and then there's service code. So if you go to this, all these head codes, the N's, the E's, the S's, the T's correspond to those timetables. So there's a system going on here. They are. They all are. Anyway, yeah. So a few other changes. So what other changes we've got? So 1CO1. I mean, it's very simple. The Great Central Line now carries one timetable, one service train, one pattern rather, running through, and that's it. That's it. What is that freight service that's running this way? By the way, let's have a quick. While I'm here, Machull, Thapst. Bradley Fall Distribution Yards to Armitage Sidings. Oh yeah, okay. And then route to Annapolis, which is fuel, I believe. Yeah. Actually, no, we're going to have to look at. Yeah, at some point we're going to need to remodel Rugeley because it's a hugely wasteful station. Given that there is now just one service going through, it doesn't need 4 tracks. It doesn't need any of that. It can definitely be simplified. And that includes with where the freight services are kind of heading in and out. Yeah, you can definitely have some freight services doing some more moving around. Anyway, I digress. That's something for the future. Ian McDonald, good morning, Gareth. Just woken up in Hong Kong. Hello. Don't get a chance to catch these. Yeah, it's nice to have you along. Hi, Ian. This is a very chaotic, slow one because I'm so tired and don't know what's going on, and I haven't played this game in ages, so I've no real idea what's happening. But hopefully, independent of that, there's still some stuff. Oh, it's June 23rd, so yeah, we've just seen some of the kind of updates to timetabling. We've got a nice tease of some of this intermediate kind of Amphitros Railways branding. We know that there is a rebrand coming because it was in the newspaper cutting at the end of the previous episode, if you remember. And if you want any of the assets that you see on here, they all go into the Discord server and onto the wiki. There is a wiki for this series. This series will be. I've been working out a way to deliver this series more regularly. You'll be pleased to hear. And for those on the Discord server, and particularly Patreon folk, come in and have that chat about what that might look like and how I'm going to do that and what that is going to involve. Because I love this series. I want to deliver it more regularly. To be honest, it's slower and clunkier when I forget. Oh, Air, you missed some good stuff. You might want to whiz back and watch. Well, in fact, you can go back and watch it later. But nice to have you back. So let's whiz through time. Let's keep moving. Things are going on. There's actually, you know what? No, we were going through services, weren't we? So 121, fine. The Midland services, Bradshaw to Shanklin, which is obviously Bradshaw to Gampos here, of course, and likewise this is Thapst to Gampos. Yep. Bradshaw to Forest Limit. So these are the Midland mainline services, of which there is just one, which is, let's do this, and then we get to see that service there is. Oh, it's all very cluttered now. Let's get rid of some of the clutter. Goodbye clutter. Also the depots. Let's get rid of the depots for now. So, yeah, there's still the Westerner there. If we talk about named services, the Westerner still exists. There we go, and that's running this. That's just the express service, basically. Oh, interestingly, what is currently what? There's nothing running through Corby. Corby, very much a closed station. A station that's run down and now relying happily on the buses. That's presumably a train heading for the depot. Yes, it is. The Westerner might be in the first named service. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Let's keep looking at this. So that's the service that runs pretty fast back and forth from Gampos to Bradshaw West. What's the next service? So the N services 1901 is Bradshaw Forest Limmen. That's running on the Lakeland Main Line. It's that kind of the kink that I've talked about running up, and there's 3 services that actually ostensibly run that. There's aren't there? So we've got that one that's 1901, which is Bradshaw Forest Limmen. Then we've got Bradshaw Stratford, which runs just to Stratford, but it stops at Rouge of Great Northern, Ipswich Town, and Stratford Joint. And we have. And we also have, what is this, 1N, oh yeah, I don't want to do that. We also have, I've missed, oh that's fine. We also have 1N03, which is then Bradshaw Maghull, which I presume is the stopper, it's the stopper that stops at Stamford and Timwell, Richmond Great Northern, and Bradshaw West. I think we need, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to do stuff that I'll do offline on this, because there's a lot of annoying slow fat filling that needs to happen. But suffice to say, these are changing around. A lot of these will be changing around. So the Bradshaw Forest Limmen will be the it's quite an interesting approach to running that. So basically, you run the service runs fast from Bradshaw. It runs actually the Bradshaw Forest Limmen one isn't running fast, is it? The Bradshaw Forest Limmen one is very much Bradshaw, Richmond, Stamford, Maghull. Oh yeah, then it's skipping out. So there's like this slightly complex stopping pattern going on, and yeah, I don't know whether it'd actually be better to actually merge those into just a regional, like a regional service that stops. But yeah, we'll get there. There's some. What's the point of the Bradshaw Maghull service then? Seems popular. Let's leave that one for now. What else have we got? And then we get into the regional services. So what's this? Stratford Gampos. This is a bit of a weird one. This one, 2C02. So this is a regional service that runs from Stratford. Runs from Stratford. Yeah, there we are. It runs from Stratford down onto the Great Central, onto the GCML, and runs into Gampos. I think we're going to get rid of that. Yeah, it's going. Yes, let's just sell that and get rid of it. So then what's next? Stratford to Tesselos. That's a pretty standard operation there. I hope the former GWR is using completely non-standard diesel hydraulic service as well, indeed. There we go. Still behind, but could you give Rougeley some wide platforms like Hampden Few stations on the Chiltern mainline? Interesting thought. So that's fine. It's interesting that's a Lakeland rather than a Western, because most of its time is spent on the Western. Shildon to Gampos. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point. So what? That's the service running on the. Let's go down and look at. So that service is an interesting one, because there isn't much that still runs into Shildon Victoria anymore. In fact, there's very little. If I click on the service, it's all the suburban services, other than that southern service. So I think it's high time that we shifted this one, actually, which is worth then going, is there already a service that runs from Bradshaw West to Gampos. So what that's not doing. It's going along the Shildon to Gampos. So it kind of begs the question, right? Is there a Bradshaw to Gampos? Is there a southern? No, there's just Bradshaw to Droitwich, Bradshaw Oldwood, Bradshaw Richmond Annapolis. Okay, yeah. So there's the 2SO2, which is Bradshaw Droitwich, which runs just goes into Droitwich, and then presumably there's the you'd then be changing to get the service from Droitwich to Gampos if you so desired. Droitwich to Leighton, which then would go through. No, it doesn't. Okay, is there a connection that actually gets you through to? There must be. Let me go into Droitwich and have a little think. It's Droitwich, Thessalos. That would be the service. So that goes Droitwich and through and up to Thessalos, and that would be your way to get to. Yeah. So I think that that Shildon service can go without being replaced. Shildon Gampos. Let's get tea, lads. Get tea. Goodbye. And we can just delete that. Shildon Gampos. Another service gone. Just not a necessary service to exist, to be honest. It's been replaced happily. Bradshaw Droitwich still exists fine. And then there's Droitwich Leighton, Droitwich Thessalos. Those are the kind of facilitate that service. And then Harrogate Annapolis. Harrogate Annapolis is a service. So this is another strange and long distance weaving service that you can argue doesn't make any sense. So well, actually is running through. Yeah, okay, still quite a lot. So bit of a weird service, this one, isn't it? You know, what's going on with that? Let me just do a quick look here. Yeah, okay. So I suspect that this line is going. Sorry, manage vehicles. Harrogate Annapolis. Send them to depot, or just sell them. Okay, fine. And then Harrogate Annapolis, just get rid of that service. It's gone. Yeah. And again, it's just about simplification of the network. It's funny, isn't it? This was a former very major main line running through here, 4-track, and you can see, well, they're already building on the formation there of what is Richmond Joint Station. A smaller station it is now. Yes. Anyway, let's get moving. Let's get us moving. So there's a few changes to timetable. I'm going to keep. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I want to do that, and then keep going. Actually, you know what? Let's pause for a sec. No, let's not pause for a sec. Let's keep going. So what are we looking at? We've looked at the 2s, T's, the S's. We've looked at the T's. So Forest Limit to Raleigh. That's fine. That still is a sensible service. Forest Limit to Thessalos, yeah, it's a long service, but it's fine. Thapst to Stratford, fine. Forest Limit to Morecambe, fine. We know that service because we modified it recently. Leighton to Forest Limit, actually it's not Leighton, it's Catapos, isn't it? And let's see what else. Hexham, Leighton, Stratford, Leighton, Thessalos. Yeah, those are all fine. And what else we got? Bradshaw, and then we get into the suburban services. There's lots of them, and then all the local services. They're kind of stay as is. Really, there's not a huge amount of change to those. I dare say, local services. They're short services. They're not doing great distances. So we've tidied up some of the timetable there. Yes, the regional DMUs. There's not really DMUs in this game. It's a bit of an enormous oversight, really, or certainly local ones. So, yeah, there's a few where we've got these rail buses coupled together to provide a diesel multiple unit. It gives the vibe. The diesels are a bit Deltic-y, yes. There is certainly that vibe. So it's July 6th, which, what does that mean? It means that some more notices for change. The Amphitros Railways Board hereby give notice that on and from Monday the 6th of July 1964 alterations will be made to the following lines. Bury and Rugeley Railway, the following passenger stations will be closed. Donalwood is closing. And there's another change, which is the Richmond Vale Railway. The following passenger services will be discontinued. Bradshaw West, Maghull Central via Stamford Town. The following passenger stations will be closed. Stamford Town. Oh my goodness. So there's some more changes, some alterations. This is sort of pushing for that snaking line that runs next. I'm going to make sure I do game face now. That snaking line that runs next to, where are we? Let's go over here. This line here that weaves... This is our main line, but the line that kind of weaves along, that already is kind of mostly a freight line, runs along here. That this service... I mean, it's not actually any... But passenger service is already kind of gone anyway. There's really not much left. It's just a freight line now, really, isn't it? Yeah. Have we really got rid of the entire... Did we get rid of all this passenger services on here already? Yeah. Anyway, Stamford Town goes, and actually so does the whole station. So are we gonna flatten the whole thing? Let's see what we can do here. So if yes, let's do this. There we go. Eventually, the station will cease to exist. Why, you might ask? Why? A variety of reasons. There we go. Fine. That's gone, and we can pop our bit of track in here. In fact, we can also entirely get rid of this. Lovely. There we go. Simplifying this bit of railway substantially, which is good. Oh, golly. Okay. I occasionally forget, you know. There. Get all this painted up because this is all ex-railway land, of course. There. There we go, look at that. That tidies a bit of that up. Marvellous. Good. Is there anything we can do to actually improve the... No, that's the best track geometry through there, isn't it? That tidies that up. Gets rid of that station. Tidies up a bit of stuff up. There's the old... Yeah, they'll leave the old remains of the station there for a bit of historic interest there. Yeah, that's kind of the reason why I only play on vanilla, is because I don't want to do anything that other people can't play on their computers, in theory. So that's Stamford Town, and then Donald Wood Station as well. This station up in Thapst here is what service currently runs through. Managed line, that's fine. We just get rid of Donald Wood off there. Donald Wood goes off there. Fine. Station closed, which isn't, because it's quite a new station. Like, it's a fairly newly built station. I mean, into war years, I think, isn't it? But nevertheless, yeah, Donald Wood is not a popular station, so it's never been hugely popular. We're just gonna get rid of it, aren't we? Yeah, it's gone. Completely get rid of the station. And that goes the direction. Let's just do that. Lovely. And oh no, they would have retained the timber that it was actually. To be fair, that's yeah. There we go. That's a bit easier. What's the signalling through here? Because actually, we just need to check that the signal makes some level of sense. There. Doesn't make any sense through here, but that's fine. So let's put a new signalling over here. There's a nice new signal. Oh, jeez. There we are. Yeah, that seems reasonably sensible. Happy days. Lovely. Let's see. There we are. Station's gone. It's gone. Yeah, it's gone, folks. Look at that. Big bulldoze space where there's once a station. Now a much cleaner bit of railway. Jay's caught up. Lovely. While we're at it, what is essentially a bit of remodelling, why not tidy up a bit of this? Yeah, let's go through and tidy this up a bit, I think. Always me forgetting to do my... That's what's funny, is that obviously that's not really weird that that's done that, but anyway, that is going to stay there. That's going to stay there. Oh, is it? Oh, have we now got rid of access to the depot? Oh, we have. We have got rid of access to the depot. That's... it's time to close. This works anyway. Ooh. Oh, so they've got some stuff stored here. Okay, we can fix that. Let's go to Bury New Works. Let's buy a vehicle. What are we going to buy? I'm just going to buy a couple of... buy one of these. And buy another one. Now, I'm going to remind myself how to do this trick. Where are we? Where is it? Oh, Citadel, and that was... What was that one called? Pendennis Road. AR Pendennis Road. Yeah, there we are. No, I didn't want that. I want Pendennis Road, and damn it, which one? Oh, I've forgotten. Let's start that again. I'm not very good at this computer game, am I, anymore? There we go. That's that. And I want to press Control and Pendennis Road. No, there we are. Okay, so good. Now I want to do this. Edit selected vehicles, and I want to do... There we go. And get rid of that. And I want to do this, get rid of that, and modify. There we go, problem solved. Because they're just going to close this, just going to get rid of this works. Time to close it. The old works, there, the old Great Central works. Let's just check how we're doing here. That's going that way, so I can leave that as a bit of a spur, and that. Yeah, okay, so we can get rid of the tracks on this side here, I think. There we go. Fine, and then we can do a bit of tidying up here. It's a big old railway area, this, isn't it? You know, let's be honest with ourselves. And this goes. This all goes. These aren't double slips, are they? No, they're not. So actually that... It's going to stay like that for now, because that's the kind of track layout that they can lift without major remodelling. But there we go, that's a slight shrinking of Thap's Citadel Station, the rather impressive terminus of the Great Central, as it was. Anyway, there we go. So, that's going on. Lovely. I'm going to go with a tidy this up. It's a bit of a mess. Why can I never remember to do my evolutions? Yeah. There we are, and goodbye to this bit of railway. Yeah, there we are. Not done with this bit yet, by the way, don't worry, because where there was a railway, there is now opportunity. Thap's is a really busy bit of urban area, and how do you get people into the city? How do you get people in here? Well, there's a nice big wide X 4-track railway corridor coming in here, so we need to work out how we're going to make the most of that. And so we're going to at least begin the construction of a road through here. What's it going to look like though? I've no idea. I'm working out exactly what it will look like. Let's just think about how this might look. How this might look. Can I squeeze that in here? Is it too wide? Oh, it is. God damn, this is pretty wide. Oh, good, triple good damn it. It's really wide. Interesting. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. I'm going to just have it as it's like, you know, the Western Approach Road style in Edinburgh. Let's do that. Let's have that there. What? Oh, weird. Why is it doing that? Let me have a look at this. What? Oh, it's because I need a bit more straight here. Fine, that's doable. There we go. Why's it been weird? Hey, game, what are you doing? Oh, it's because, to be fair, it's oh, there's also some weird tracks still hanging out. Okay, fine. Got rid of that. Also, I didn't want to do that, actually. I do want this to be like this. There, that's more like it. This should be owned by me, so no one should be building on it. Good. There's not a new, nice, fast road into the centre of Thapst. A little bit of thinking about the future there. Actually, this is... Now that that's curved, I can... They'll do like a roundabout or something, right? Actually, given that we've just demolished, yeah, we could probably work out some way of connecting it into... Anyway, we'll leave that under construction for now and think about how else it'll tie in elsewhere. There's a piece of track, Gareth, the buffers. Everyone's shouting at me for... now that I've put that there, I wonder what will happen if I do try and upgrade it as a bigger road. I'm going to keep it as a fast single carriageway way into the city at this point. Anyway, right, we'll leave that for now. That's under construction. There's more going on. Let's see. That's there. That's there. That's there. I love it when this takes over the East Coast Main Line, which is really cool. Oh, that's a good point. How much steam have we still got to go? Too much, I guess. Oh yeah, golly, we've still got services that don't exist yet. Right, okay, so that's fine. I'm so annoyed about the new coaches. That's so aggravating. A guy called Pi, could you Discord me the visual mod for the models? That'd be very useful if you could. Because I might have to have a mod to fix that, even though I try and do the game mod free. It's just a step too far and very aggravating for me. A cosmetic change mod for the livery would be nice. I've forgotten what I'm even doing here. Why are my arrow keys not working? I always thought the arrow keys... Oh, they're doing that one. They don't on this one. Oh my god, this game. Sometimes I do wonder. They screwed up the coach. They changed the model, and they changed the model such that the next tier of coaches in this they've changed them so that you can't change the colour of the whole thing. It's just stupid and aggravating. How's our finances looking, by the way? Investments. Vehicles. Oh, we've made money back from the sale of vehicles, I presume. So there's a nice helpful cash flow help. If they press the vehicle out. Oh yeah, that's true. I haven't done that for a while. Yeah, that's true. I could do that. If I do this, and then this, and then trains only, and then line. There we are. Yeah, you're right. That does do that nicely. I can have a look through and see what we've got. We've got all the suburban stuff. We've got diesel. We've got passenger suburban trains running using these electrics, and we've got 1 or 2 steam trains still. Goods still with quite a bit of steam here and there, but not so much. These ones here, most of it, we have mostly made the shift over to diesel. There's a few steam locos sort of holding on. Anyway, yeah, sorting by age is also a good point. What's age? There's some old stuff hanging around, knocking around God knows where. It's it's a few particularly old. What's this one? Flitwick to Shanklin, Victoria. Oh, right, Gampos, Victoria. The goods service running. Good golly, it's yeah, epic. The diesel single units for coaches are so post-war. Yeah, they are a bit, aren't they? Anyway, it's a nice train. Is it still in it? Yeah, it's a nice train. Getting up to stuff. God, it's such a weird. Everything's a bit weird and post-industrial in them, because there's still that single line here running down into the goods that they haven't really got rid of yet. Partly, I guess, because they're not sure what they want to do with the land. The local authority not sure. Anyway, I'm getting distracted again, aren't I? Do give me a shout, by the way, if you want to go and have a look at anything, because I always ask and I always forget to pay attention. Turn the land into a great big depot with loads of sidings, satisfying track geometry here. Yeah, the track geometry. Yeah, this is track geometry as a result of. There's a lot of history going on with this lot. Yeah. It's an area that was bigger and busier once upon a time, and now. There's a couple of things hanging out in some of these sheds. It's also just a lot of history in terms of the old railway, because the old line used to run through here and round, if you remember. Back in the before times, just a long time ago, actually. Everything's getting huge. That's what we can learn about urban areas right now, is that everything's getting huge, and it's all quite impressive, really. Right, so it's we've got into August, which means we there's some more to talk about, because on the 2nd of August we saw another withdrawal of services and closing of stations, which is the Estuary Ferry branch between Gisborne, Victoria and Ely Town. The following passenger stations will be closed. Estuary Ferry. You see the closure of Estuary Ferry. Oh, little Estuary Ferry. This is pretty much midnight, isn't it? I should also go to bed, really. How long has this been going for? How long's the stream been going for now? Like, 2 hours 40. Yeah, golly. The trouble is, we've got, what haven't we done so far? Oh, there's a few things going on. We can. Well, I'm gonna hit the dates I'm intending to hit. We're gonna keep doing this, right? I'm just gonna stop dithering. That's what I'm gonna do. Stop dithering and get on with things. So, we're going to go over to the Estuary Ferry branch and look at Estuary Ferry. Where are we? Here's Estuary Ferry. Here it is. It's a, let's be honest, diminutive service. There's still a steam train about to run through. 1964 steam train. Estuary Ferry. What? Oh, I see what happened there. Managed vehicle. Both of these we are going to Centre Depot. And I'm going to go in here. Gisborne to Ely. This line is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Leaving this line being used as freight only. estuary ferry station here. People are all leaving and getting the bus, I presume. Which there is a bus running. There's already a bus running this. In fact, if we go in here, I think there is a bus running. Yeah, there's a bus running this service. That's fine. Yeah, that's not something to worry about. So, wham's the station? Well, I'll leave it for now. Fine. Let's see. Or are we gonna? Oh, Westminster's getting greedy, isn't it? What changes? Maybe we're just gonna. No, yeah, we're gonna leave it. Leave estuary ferry for now. That's fine. Oh. Yeah. How's Ely looking? What's happening over in Ely? The bus service. No, the bus service will keep running. To estuary ferry. Oh, I see what you mean, like the connecting bit. Yeah, that's a fair point actually, because it doesn't need to go down here anymore, does it? Yeah, that's kind of a pointless one, isn't it? So that doesn't need to exist. What about? Yeah, that. That bus service does not need to exist anymore, you're right. Managed vehicles, let's just sell those. And get rid of the line that's gone. Yes. And then the two lines that run into... they just don't need... So Gisborne to Ely just doesn't need to go into estuary ferry. We'll just get rid of that. Wait a second. Give myself what is it? This is a bus service that I've not finished because it's going. Oh dear! I don't want to see things like this because this has been like this for God knows how long. Sydney Street. No, that's fine. Starting at Sydney Street, King's Head in. Estuary Ferry Rail Station, not anymore, and then coming down to Ely Town Square, and then back again. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's just a shame it's not dropping off in any of the bus spots that it could be. Weird. Anyway, fine, whatever. That's another thing I need to look at and review. Kilnsey Point, that managed vehicles. No. Concentrate, Dennis. Here we are. So this Gisborne managed line. There we go. What's that going and why? Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. It's running up to. Well, to be honest, no, it doesn't need to do that, does it? So basically, I just need to go. There, and then the last service running in here. No, that's more like it. So we can just get rid of. There we go. Abandoned, I tell you. Not helpful for all these people who've turned up hoping to get a different service, you know. Anyway, it's a shame for them. So, there are things to talk about. Things, my friends, are afoot. Let's talk about politics for a moment. So, there's all this stuff going on. I mean, we've focused a lot on railway stuff going on at the moment, but there's bigger politics at play here, and so kind of we've had spending a big post-war consensus since since the mid-40s, that had pretty much evaporated by this point. General dissatisfaction building with the socialist government. People feeling like things aren't. People are feeling jaded in some instances. People feeling like there's not much going on. There's feelings of dissatisfaction among some of the different ethnic groups on the island. And internally within the Amphitros Party of Socialists, there are kind of increasing calls for kind of meaningful elections and a pluralistic model of democracy rather than the single party sort of structure that's currently happening, that currently we have in the Amphitros. So those supporting these demands cite the relative stability of the Amphitros economy, the lack of any strong right-wing elements as evidence that there was no real threat to the political dominance of the Amphitros Party of Socialists. So, who are the players? This is where stuff starts getting fun, right? Alec Petrakis. We need to talk about some of the characters in play in Amphitros. So, first of all, we start with Alec Petrakis. Alec Petrakis is the current Secretary of the Governmental House. That's the person. That's the equivalent of the president, kind of, except they just didn't call him the president. They're the Secretary of the Governmental House. He wishes for the country to remain vigorously socialist and non-aligned. Amphitros is a non-aligned country, along with like Egypt and Yugoslavia. But with the balance of kind of private companies and holdings, he's wary, because there is private enterprise functioning on Amphitros. He is wary of an increasingly critical and captive press, so he's got some skepticism. In fact, we have. Kind of further to the left of Alec Petrakis, we have Belanka Kallis, who's the current Minister of Education, Work and Housing. She wishes to build closer ties with the USSR and reduce the power of Amphitros corporations. She's highly wary of increasing the consolidation of the press, so that the press is continuing to consolidate, or there are moves to consolidate the press as those companies get bigger and hungrier. She's highly wary of this. Who else? Let's move centrewards. We have John Cirillo, who is the current Minister of Internal Affairs. He's a close ally of Petrakis, but he wishes for more democratic participation and at the same time a more vigorously policed state to avoid dissent. So he's sort of like a bit of a hardliner in that sense, but he also does like the idea of more democratic participation of Amphitros' citizens. Who else do we have? We have Edward Graham here, who's previously popped up in one of the cartoons, I think, in the Amphitros Apostle, actually, from a way back. He's the current Minister for Transport and Logistics. Ooh. He's privately very unhappy with concessions to the Greek population of Amphitros, but he doesn't really tell anyone that. He sees democratic participation as an opportunity to incite populism of some of the kind of the colonial heritage majority. Again, he keeps some of those politics to himself. He's an active politician over in the west of the Isles, where there's a much higher Greek population, Greek heritage population on the island. And this chap, Emmanuel Walter, is a prominent party member. Again, I think he's popped up in the press before, but he's not trusted by the socialist core of the party. He's currently leader of Annapolis City Authority. He vigorously supports greater democratic participation. So these are some of the key political players that we have to play with, that we have to be interested in seeing what these players are going to be up to over the next. What's their impact going to be? And of course, all this episode is about what the impact of politics is on the stuff that we can build in Transport Fever 2, and including railways. These characters will be influential on that. So, some fun stuff going on. Don't count the fingers. Actually, I generated these at DALL-E 2, not DALL-E 3. Yes, I've been using some quite interesting results you get, actually, in terms of generating characters for this. So there's just some headshots I generated. But anyway, I digress. So now we talk about press consolidation, because this is one of the threats and things that the Amphitros Party of Socialists is getting unhappy about. And so these are some of the various newspapers that we see at the moment. There's the Amphitros Apostle, I think you've seen, the Socialist Record, which is vigorously left-wing and it was really started by the Amphitros Party of Socialists. It's now run by the Amphitros Printing Society, or Publishing Society, which is a cooperative of members. The Northern Gazette and the Warden, the Dorchester, formerly known as the Dorchester Warden. And then there is the Amphitros Amalgamated Press, which has existed for a while, that has two titles: the Bradshaw and Shildon Times, shout out to the Bradshaw and Shildon Times, and the Daily News. The Daily News has just had its name changed from the Daily News to the the Pharos. It's Pharos is the name of this this article, and here we see the first edition of Pharos. Good morning. Yes, it's time for a new newspaper. And this is a part. This is the first time a newspaper really started rubbing up against the censorship of the press that had been in place. That had been loosening for, I think it was a while back that started loosening earlier in the decade, certainly possibly even the late 50s. But censorship of the press had been loosening. And so, we're seeing here, parties considering change. After 16 years of relative stability, the Amphitros Party of Socialists had begun consultations on the reform of the constitution. Change for Amphitros. Exciting times. Where's the chat gone, by the way? No one's moving. Is everyone just captivated, or have you all gone to bed? Anyway. So yeah, there's also this discussion of the new paper. Fine. But this is the first time, yes, we've seen a sort of a tabloid-style newspaper being kind of created, this replacement to the Daily News, and yes, it does have reducing readership. The Daily News said so. They've changed it for the intention that it be a punchier, more populist paper. So let's see what that ends up doing. Scary politics indeed. Yes. So, yeah. Meanwhile, everyone's just cracking on. It's not much necessarily changes on the island, really. All the machinations happening over here in Bradshaw. There we are. All the machinations happening in Bradshaw. Actually, I'm curious to see if some of the old buildings are still around over here, if they've been replaced. I think a lot of them. 1908 is pretty old. I think a lot of the old buildings have been replaced. Interesting. Yeah, just taller and taller. It's good old Bradshaw. Look at Bradshaw. Big old Bradshaw. Big old city with all sorts going on. Getting bigger and bigger. Really nicely expanding outwards in this direction, which is good. Getting closer and closer to Market Harbour, which itself appears to be expanding as well, which is good stuff. We want that. It's a bit of, well, it's not really green belt. It's kind of parkland in the middle, isn't it? Really. Yeah. Okay. Let's go over here then. I'm interested to know how popular this. Yeah, oh yeah, those are pretty good numbers actually. Fair play. And obviously we have a very busy Bradshaw Aberdale Airport. Very busy. Also, I'm curious to see what the I'm curious to where I'm getting lost. Harpenden, Catapos, Tinagma. There we are. I'm curious to see how busy Shanklin Flitwick Airport, or as it shall be renamed, there we are, Gampos Tinagma Airport over here. There we go, lovely, and marvellous, good stuff. How busy is this? Pretty good. Yeah, it does seem to be servicing it. There's a nice connection to this main road, this highway that was built. I can't remember if I showed you this the road and the connections to basically kind of connected through into Gampos and the main road going through, and then there's some more urban stuff going on. I wonder how much they've fixed it. It's still, yeah, okay, not a huge amount. And then running through, just upgrades, road upgrades, post what was that? Oh, wait a minute, I've now, what was it called? Let's go back. Post Carmichael report, of course, as we all know. Right, some more stuff's going on. Let's talk about All Air Services Limited. Here we are. Well, they've had a rebrand. They're rebranding themselves to Amphitros Lakeland Lines Airways, trading as All Air. They've got this nice little logo here, All Air. It's very, very modest little 1960s logo. Very nice. Yes, grand. There's other stuff going on though, because we're talking about reform. Well, in October 1964, early part of October 1964, we have a new constitution, the Constitution of the Socialist Republic of Amphitros. So the Amphitros Party of Socialists reforms into the Democratic Party of Socialists. We have a new constitution signed by both houses of government. This constitution renames and restructures the country into one kind of a bit more closely resembling a modern European democracy, though it was still intended that the state would let's say, guide elections. Let's put it that way, shall we? And to signify this change, the country was renamed. It was renamed to the Socialist Republic of Amphitros. It's exciting, isn't it? The Socialist Republic of Amphitros. Actually, well, I'm going to go big face briefly because where are we? Let's go big face 2. Hello, everyone. It's midnight. I am going to very quickly just check something because I need to go in and find there we are, and this and that, and yes, I thought so. Let's see, and yeah, there we go. Some fun stuff happening. Wait a minute, I need to do this and this. There we are. There we are, and reduce that to there and there. Sorry, I forgot to put something in the slide deck. It's standard me, innit? There we are. Right, fine. So, sorry. No, not again. I always do that, don't I? I always forget to then put my slide deck back. Sorry, yes. So, the Constitution, yeah, the country changes. So there's the original flag, and the flag updates. We get this flag updating. The crest isn't lost, but it's taken off the flag, and we have this new sort of green star on the red islands. So yeah, so we have these changes being afoot, and meanwhile, the world trundles on because oh, actually, yeah. So we're going to talk about structure and what this means. So we have the change of the country, but also we have a change of the organizational structure of the country. So here is the archipelago of Amphitros, the archipelago as it used to be called. And so we take the archipelago, we take Amphitros, and we convert it into. We look at the new constitutional structure and how elections are going to work. So we will have a directly elected People's Assembly. Essentially, is kind of a similar to first past the post system. And then those, so you have, so you go from this to this, and you see each of these, so all these different kind of what are called subdivisions. And then you have the National Assembly, which is 36 proportionally elected seats. So the People's Assembly and the National Assembly. And so these each have 36 sort of proportionally elected seats in what are called these divisions. So there's divisions and subdivisions. And these represent 12 regions. So you have, for example, Bradshaw Inner City Region, Bradshaw Outer City Region, Thaff City Region, Wakefield, Hartlepool, Vorras Bay City Region, all these regions. Indeed. Yes, Jay, you're right. Oh, Amphitros, our home and native land. Exactly. It is very reminiscent of Canada, you're right. So, and then there is the governmental house, which is 12 proportionally elected seats. So it's a single vote, but it cascades through, so you get directly elected seats, proportionally elected seats, and then proportionally elected seats in the governmental house. So you have the People's Assembly, 60 directly elected seats, 36 proportionally elected seats in the National Assembly for those regions, and then you have the governmental house, which is kind of the ministers that are again proportionally, in theory, proportionally representatively elected, and then they have the Secretary of the Governmental House. If I get rid of my face, the Secretary of the Governmental House there, who is Alec Petrakis at the moment. So, with all that fun stuff being said, yeah, what does it all mean? Well, meanwhile, the world moves on because on the 5th of October, yet another little notice is published, which is the closure of Bungay Junction, and Bungay Junction station closes, and also several bits of railway line in that area. So yeah, some interesting alterations and changes. Politics changes, but also the world continues spinning. So let's get on with the practicalities of what's actually happening. We're over in Gampos. Well, let's look at closing Bungate Junction. If you remember, Bungate Junction is just north of Eliotopoli. What services actually still call here? Quite a few, in fact. Let's manage this line. We just need to get rid of Bungate Junction there. There. Get rid of Bungate Junction, fine. There we go. Let's do the same again. In fact, I could probably just have this here, couldn't I? And just go. Yeah, Leighton Roast Lemon. Let's get rid of Bungate Junction here, and same again in a second. Yep, there we go. And the same again. There we go. There we go. That one doesn't stop, and this one does. So we'll get rid of that. And there we go. We have emptied this station out. So the other interesting thing is, now that's done, is is this line here, this bit of railway line. We are going to, it's basically a duplication. It's the original kind of this duplication of the line, the original Great Western Railway kind of running along here. It's a duplication. It's not, there is an existing route that could be used. So from Bungay Junction, you go up and actually turn off at Mavropina and come round the back into Thessalos. So it's around this way and into Thessalos. It's not necessary to have this. The original line, it's not, it's surplus to requirement, so why retain it? Get rid of it. So that's exactly what we're going to see happen here. We're going to see the end of this bit of railway line, or certainly passenger services being diverted off it. I just need to remember which ones they bloody are and how to do that. So let's just pin them up here. So let's pin that here and also pin that here, so I remember these two. So how am I going to do this best? Manage line. So from Elliottsborough, I want to add a station, and I just want to do this basically. There we go. And doesn't seem too happy. Oh, I know why. That's fine. And then on the way back, there we go. The reason it's unhappy is because of the platform selection I've got. That's fine though. There. That's working nicely. And let's manage the other line now. It's kind of the same story, really, isn't it? So from Shanklin Great Western, which I need to go through and rename these stations. There's a lot of admin to do, folks. Thanks everyone. We'll see you. Thanks for those who are dipping off because it's bedtime. I'm just going to run this long until I reach the end, and even if none of you are watching at that point, then so be it. But I want to reach. There's a point I really want to reach. There's a point that I very much want to reach. We're nearly there. We're nearly there, folks. We're nearly there. Thessalos. Okay, so how am I going to go? Shanklin Waypoint. Add to station. Let's just add this one again, actually. I fixed this one, didn't I? Yeah, look at that. So. And then same again, I just need to fix this. So that now should be a bit of railway line that is no longer functioning. That's that. What that ends up looking like for that is a closed bit of railway line. Golly. pretty old bit of railway line too, with a sizable viaduct there as well. Alas. Yeah, something that's consciousness. Who here is going to lose consciousness first? That is really the ultimate. That's kind of the important question, really, isn't it? So we've got that bit of infrastructure. Bungay Junction station here. What are we going to do with it all? Yeah, I don't know. Because there's some physical change that needs to happen, and we're gonna kind of. So we've made some alterations. The service is closed. Fine. There's changes galore around here, isn't it? Also, everywhere's huge. Everywhere's just massive. It's one slight sad thing about how well we've served everywhere is that everything's huge. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So what else is going on here? Let's see. Am I open to people making some in-universe media, like a poster showing the new diesels? Yeah, absolutely. I'm not just open to it. I'm keen for it. Anyone who wants to create fun sort of custom sort of stories or posters or add to the lore of the game, then yeah, feel free to. There's loads of inspiration on the Discord server. There's a thread within the Discord chat on an engineer plays where you can go through and look at all the past assets and catch up with things. We're getting very close to the end, by the way, folks. Because I obviously screwed up my dates, but that's fine. So it's October 21st. So let's firstly save the damn game. It is 1964. It's October. I should always pay attention to my date, shouldn't I? What was the date? It was the 24th. Resume. It's 21st. Okay, save game. 21st. Because everyone, we're our last bit of news, which is that on the 15th of October 1964, it's election time, and we have the emergence of six parties. Six parties pop up. So we have the Democratic Party of Socialists, our crew, our boys. We have the Communist Party of Amphitros. We have the Amphitros Workers' Party, the Amphitros Democratic Party, the Radical Party, and the People's Party. A whole bunch of nice parties emerging who are kind of vying for power. Vying for power, and trying to essentially win seats within the parliament, within the government of Amphitros. But what's going to happen next? What's going to happen? Ooh, more save files equals more lag. Yes, I know. I will be removing save. I think it was your suggestion there to remove save files, which I have been doing. I'm backing them up because they're all backed up way back to. I didn't do enough at the start, and I regret it. But for the most part, we've got most of the saves for the game. So, what does it all mean? What's next? Well, you have to tune in next time. And just as a bit of a note. Next time might be a bit of a. Let's just go big face. Hello, it's me in big face. I'm knackered. Just a bit of a note that there will be a pause for until I've finished writing a book. So it's going to be at least February next year before the next one. So thanks for sticking with it. I know it's been a bit broken. As I say, I'm. Did I click the same signal twice there for that DMU service? Oh, God, don't tell me I did. I really hope not. We're going to find out in a minute because I can't stand to end. No, we're good. I think it's working. It's fine. Don't scare me like that. Yes, I will be working out a way to make this more consistent because I love this series and I don't want to wind it down. But it's got to fit with the family. So, everyone. Yes, it has been a long break, but then it's been possibly even longer break backwards before as well. I know that it's been a bit of a delay. I know next year. I know. But needs must, and publishing deadlines approach loudly and furiously. So I must focus. Anyway, top of which, it's time for me to drink a bit of water. Do send your thoughts and suggestions and interesting ideas about the politics of the islands, and I will I'll see you all next time. See you for Rail Natter next week, of course. But in the meantime, cheerio, everyone. Cheerio.